At this time, the chair recognizes Councilwoman Parker, who will present a resolution recognizing Charisse R. Lillie. Would Ms. Lillie and those accompanying her please come to the podium? And joining the Councilwoman, we have Councilman Greenlee, Councilwoman Blackwell, Councilwoman Reynolds Brown, Councilman Kenyatta Johnson, and Councilwoman Kiona Sanchez. And Councilman Green.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, when I, like the rest of Philadelphia, read the article that first appeared in the Philadelphia Tribune noting that Charisse Lillie was set to retire, I'm sure that I, like many others, sort of took a stroll through my own mental history to try to remember when I first learned that a Charisse Lillie was in existence. And I was a teenager running in between room 577 in your office, Councilman Johnson, room 580, between Councilwoman Tasco and Councilwoman Augusta Clark's office. And this lady, whenever anything substantive was happening in government, in the world of nonprofit, community-based organizations, corporate, was Charisse Lillie. When I thought about her, I couldn't think of another Philadelphian who had been bred in a strong foundation based in education and public service that she learned from her parents who was educated. I think she made an awesome choice in choosing a husband. Now, he's wearing two hats because you did just see him standing. Where are you? Where are you? He's right here. You just saw him standing with the Kappa men. But I'll tell you, in 1989, Charisse Lillie became a proud member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, so they wear those colors. And he also happens to be a Lincoln man, class of 1968. But what was so different about Charisse is that from the community, government, the legal community, corporate, research, no matter who the bigwigs were that she was interacting with, issues surrounding diversity and inclusion in the world of academia, in law, in government, her message never changed. Now, for some people, that may not be a big deal, but it is easy for someone attempting to move forward in their careers and think that they have to tone down the message regarding what they believe in. And when you get inside of different rooms with different audiences, your message changes. Charisse has been consistent. She knows how to deliver a message, but the message hasn't changed. For that, Charisse Lillie, we are grateful, and I'm honored to join with my colleagues in saluting your career and contributions to the city of Philadelphia. The resolution reads as follows. It's a resolution recognizing and honoring Charisse R. Lillie upon her retirement from Comcast Corporation and for over 40 years of dedicated service to the city of Philadelphia. And whereas Charisse R. Lillie, a timeless public servant and corporate citizen, recently retired from Comcast Corporation after 12 years of dedicated service, and
whereas the Houston, Texas native received her BA, Bachelor's of Arts in '73 from Wesleyan University, cum laude, her Juris Doctor, JD in 1976 from Temple Law School, Dean's Honor List, and her LLM, a Master's in Law in 1982 from Yale Law School, and
whereas Charisse worked as a research assistant to the Honorable A. Leon Higginbotham, Jr. from 1975 to 1976 on his first book, In the Matter of Color. From 1976 to 1978, Ms. Lillie was a law clerk to the Honorable Clifford Scott Green, U.S. District Court for the Eastern District of Pennsylvania. And
whereas Charisse has extensive legal experience ranging from trial attorney in the U.S. Department of Justice's Civil Rights Division, Deputy Director of Community Legal Services, Inc., Professor at Villanova Law School, Assistant United States Attorney for the East District of Pennsylvania, General Counsel to the Redevelopment Authority of the City of Philadelphia, and City Solicitor to the City of Philadelphia, and
Charisse practice included the following: the representation of employers and management in a wide variety of labor and employment issues, including discrimination, harassment, and other civil rights litigation, at-will litigation, restrictive covenant, trade secret claims, ERISA litigation, and litigation before the National Labor Relations Board and state agencies. Further, she defended banks, hospitals, universities, major corporations, the City of Philadelphia, and the federal government in federal and state court and before administrative agencies. And she has served as an advisor to clients, including arts and cultural organizations like Philadanco, on diversity and anti-discrimination issues. She frequently lectures regarding diversity, civil rights, employment discrimination, and affirmative action issues as well. And
whereas, prior to joining Comcast, Charisse was a partner in the law firm of Ballard, Spahr, Andrews, and Ingersoll, LLP, from January 1992 to February 2005. At Ballard Spahr, she was chair of the litigation department from 2002 to 2005 and was a member of the employment and labor law group of the firm. And
I also want to thank Charisse for coming down to Point Breeze, South Philadelphia, when I served in the State House to participate in a leadership workshop around domestic violence for young girls. And I was so inspired by her participation because, again, she works for one of the biggest and largest corporations, not only here in the city of Philadelphia, but also in the United States. But she thought it not robbery to come down and inspire a group of young girls to go on and follow their goals, dreams, and aspirations. So I want to personally say thank you for your service. Whereas Charisse joined Comcast in 2005 as Vice President of Human Resources for Comcast Corporation and Senior Vice President of Human Resources for Comcast Cable. She served as President of the Comcast Foundation from 2011 through 2016. And she most recently served as a Fellow and Vice President of Community Investment for Comcast Corporation and as an Executive Vice President of the Comcast Foundation. And
whereas Charisse has been a member of many civic commissions, including the Independent Charter Commission, the Philadelphia Criminal Justice Task Force, the MOVE Commission, and the Philadelphia Election Reform Task Force. She is the former president of the Philadelphia chapter of the Federal Bar Association, and she has served on the board of the Pennsylvania Intergovernmental Cooperation Authority, PICA, from 1993 to 1998. She has also served as chair of the Board of Governors of the Philadelphia Bar Association in 1995. She has served as chair of the American Bar Association Commission on Racial and Ethnic Diversity in the profession from 1999 to 2002, and was a member of the ABA Standing Committee on Federal Judiciary. She is co-chair of the Racial Bias in Justice System Committee in the Philadelphia Bar Association. She has also served on the Supreme Court of the Pennsylvania Committee on Racial and Gender Bias. She has also received numerous honors from organizations such as the Pennsylvania Bar Association, the Philadelphia Business Journal, the Black Women in Sport Foundation, and the Girl Scouts of Southeastern Pennsylvania, one of our icons.
Whereas, while Charisse retired from Comcast, she is by no means retiring from her civic engagement in Philadelphia. She will continue to lecture at local universities on diversity, community investment, and corporate social responsibility. She will also maintain her appointments on the board of Penn Mutual Life Insurance Company, the Pico Energy Company, an Exxon Company, the United Way, and the Franklin Institute, as well as serving on the PNC Regional Advisory Board. Now, therefore, be it.
Resolved by the Council of the City of Philadelphia that it hereby recognizes and honors Charisse Lillie upon her retirement from Comcast and for over 40 years of dedicated service to the City of Philadelphia. And be it further resolved that an engrossed copy of this resolution be presented to Charisse R. Lillie as evidence and the sincere sentiments of this legislative body. And I might add, and I joshed her earlier, have you ever seen her neatly coiffed fro out of place one time throughout these 40 years? We don't know how you've done it, but you've done it with grace, dignity, charm, and we respect and thank you, Charisse Lillie. Congratulations.
And the chair recognizes Mr. Lillie for remarks.
I am so honored and I'm so grateful to this city council. As you all know, a big part of my career was in city government, both as general counsel to the Redevelopment Authority and as city solicitor of the great city of Philadelphia. My work is not done, and I will continue to be a very active member of the Philadelphia community, both in my for-profit boards and in my nonprofit boards. And I'm sure that there are some city council people up here who are going to get me involved in politics. So I thank you for this honor. I'm very grateful. And thank you to all of my friends who are very busy people and my wonderful husband for taking time out of their busy day to be with me. Thank you all so much.
Thank you.